Hello everyone. In the previous sections, I explaining about the sources of data and the methods of collecting data by observation method. In this session, I am going to explaining about collecting primary data through interview method. Interview method. Interview method is one of the important prominent method of data collection. It may be defined as two-way systematic conversation between the investigator and an informant initiated for obtaining the information relevant to the specific study. It involves not only conversation but also learning from the respondents' facial expressions and uses and his environment. Interview requires face-to-face contact or contact over telephone calls for interviewing the skill set. It is done by using structured schedule or unstructured guide. So under interview method, the researcher directly meet the respondent and gather the information by asking the questions. There is a facial conversation between the researcher and respondents. Now I explaining about the types of interview. The first and foremost interview method is called a structured interview method. It is also called as directive interview. This is an interview made with a detailed standardized schedule. The same questions are put to all the respondents and in the same order. Each question is asked in the same way in each interview, promoting measures reliability. This type of interview is used for the large scale formalized survey. The second method is called as unstructured interview. This is the least structured one. The interviewer encourages the respondent to talk freely about a given topic with a minimum of uh, promoting or guidance. In this type of interview, a detailed pre-planned schedules are not used. Only the broad interview guide is used. The interviewer avoid the channels of interviewing the directions. Instead of develop the very permissive atmospheres. Questions are not standardized and not in order in a particular way. This interviewing is more useful in case studies rather than the survey. A next interview method is called as focused interview. This is an semi-structured interview whereon interviewer attempt to focus the discussion on the actual effect of a given experience to which the respondents have been exposed. It takes place with the respondents known to have involved in a particular experience. The situation is analyzed prior to the interview. An interview guide specifying the topics related to the research hypothesis used. And the next method is called as clinical interview. It is similar to the focused interview, but with a subtable, with a small differences, which is focused interview is concerned with the effect of specific experience. Clinical interview is concerned with the broad underlying the feelings or motivation or with the course of the individual life experience. The personal history interview used in the social science research work is used as conducted as a clinical interview. Depth interview. This is an intensive and searching interview aims at studying the respondent's opinion, emotion, or conversion on the basis of the interview guide. This requires much more training, interpersonal skill, and than structured interview. This is deliberately aims to elicit the unconscious as well as the extremely personal feelings and emotions. So these are the important methods of the interview method. However, the interview methods are facing some limitation. Namely, it is a time-consuming process. It is a cost involved process one, not possible to contact all the respondents very quickly, and it is suitable only to the small scale interview research only. The respondents, those who are available in the remote areas, are not easily contacted, and gather data is also a difficult one. Thank you.